Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that I have been called out again. It is crazy how this appears to be a recurring thing. Every couple of days, every week, another CC in the space is hurling some accusations at me. And this time, it is none other than the actual #1 Kurobot, Gotcha Smack himself. And I heard that I got cooked. I don't even know why this video is liked. It should be disliked, to be honest, because, like, of course, it's gonna be toxic. So let's go ahead. Let's get right on into this one and see what the thoughts are on the situation. And let's bring some truth to this entire matter.
Boys and girls, we had to go on a walk. You know what I'm saying? I woke up this morning and I saw
Look at this dude grinning, bragging about going outside. Not everyone does that, bro. Think of your audience.
Title with my face on it, and the title was the new #1 Kurobot. I immediately thought to myself, I have been glazing recently, to be fair, but then
you guys want to see what the title of it was? Ain't that a work of art, ladies and gentlemen? I too would want to go outside and make a video if I saw a thumbnail like this as well, because I would be so inspired by how beautiful it is. Now, I'm not talking about the person there. I'm talking about the fucking context, brother.
Then I looked at who said it.
I'm not gonna lie. Bro basically just, like, gave the sloppiest of toppies to Kuro. One of the biggest sloppy toppies I've ever seen. No joke, this might be the biggest sloppy toppy I've ever seen a CC give a dev before. Why do you take these timestamps? Like, it's a long video. It's like 36 minutes. I mean, it's just... This makes me feel like he watched the entire thing. No lie, brother. Hey, y'all might be getting on my case as, like, a Kuro. That pause is crazy.
Because we all know that the consumer is capable of criticism, but a lot of the times the consumer doesn't get on camera and just give undeniable praise.
Brother, you literally said it changed your life. Or, okay, not changed your life, but it, like, altered the pathway of your career with how good it was. I'm not wrong. He did. He said he was reevaluating the type of content that he would be producing for, like, games in the future. Transformed into a fucking lore CC overnight because he was simping that hard over for Lova. That's crazy, brother. That's way more than I've ever said, right? Am I on the record ever saying anything crazier than that? No, you're not, brother. Completely shifted the road ahead for my content creation career. No, you didn't, brother.
Kuro Games and their amazing Wuthering Waves story.
All right, unless you're Saint Tontas, then you're glazing 24/7. Hey, man, that was a shot. Hey, brother, you know, friendly shot at you, my boy. All right.
Hey, motherfucker. Let's get down to brass tacks for a second, buddy. I've actually pumped out 2 critique videos in the past 2 days. What about you?
Oh, hell no. We're going to have to go on a walk for this one. Nah, listen, let y'all know before we go any further. This is literally lighthearted roast. It is. Me and fucking Saint Tontes, we squashed that beef a long time ago, man.
Hey, but there'll still be people trying to bring it up like it's relevant. No, we're just two mature dudes who know how to poke some fun. I hope people understand that this entire whole arc, it's just the boys being boys. If you guys don't have exchanges like this with other people, that's all I gotta say is my condolences. This is like some of like the most fun that you can like have when it comes to interpersonal relationships, right? Fake beef, a little bit of truth hidden in all the bullshit, but it's all banter at the end of the day. And oftentimes I feel like you don't get to see a lot of this very much in the gacha space because some people are either oversensitive, they don't know how to take critique, they take offense to like everything, they don't read comments, they delete video.
Me and him are cool. In fact, I was supposed to invite him onto my channel for a We Talked episode, and I just never freaking got around to it. We'll have to do that in the future. But yeah, no, this is lighthearted fun. I'm about to cook his ass, but it's gonna be like in good fun.
Oh, don't worry. We'll cook you back in turn, Bucko. This is gonna be a double-edged roast.
Now that said, talk about the pot calling the kettle black here, boys. Say,
I feel like we could have used a different idiom there, a different saying there.
I'm gonna have to let you know, brother. There is no way on God's green earth, me nor anyone for that matter, could ever take that title from you, my boy. You are the reigning champ, the undisputed, unparalleled #1 Kurobot. And we're gonna get down into the details here. I'm gonna explain precisely why you are unmatched, okay?
The crown is too heavy. The crown is too heavy for Gotcha Smack. He can't handle the weight and the pressure that comes with being a premier supporter of a franchise. It's unfortunate, but some people, they ain't made for this, right? They ain't built for it, brother.
Your perspicacity for the game, your defense to defend any criticism, it's impeccable.
Oh, yeah?
Let's start off with me. First of all, like I said, I have been glazing the hell out of the game. This is a loud truck, so I'm gonna turn back around.
How considerate.
Bro's over there doing something. He's clocked in, brother working at 9 to 5. Anyways, I glazed the game recently, but it all points in one direction, right? And that one direction is storytelling. All my glaze that I've been doing has been dedicated to praising the story, which I dare say everyone else would agree with majority-wise.
Who's in the minority?
But in terms of like all the other facets, oh yeah, I've seen my criticisms all the time, and I don't just throw girly soft punches, I throw hard ass punches with my criticism. You know, I still think the monetization is absolute shit. I still think the end game is absolute shit. I still think the Whimper and Waste and TOA, which is subcategories of end game, are garbage. I still think the world exploration, apart from the one-time experience, is the most empty fucking dog shit replay value out there.
But think about it this way, Mr. Smack. When you're a Kurobot, when you're somebody that's giving critique, when you're somebody that's providing suggestions for how the game can get better, that's another way that you can actually be a Kurobot. Because if you're going ahead and you're never actually talking about what you think can make the game better, right? And you're only ever talking about what's good, or even worse, lying about stuff in the game and saying it's good, well, you're not really being a Kurobot. You're being actually somebody that's ruining the game. You're somebody that's making it worse. You're actually being like the Hoyoverse community, right? Think about their games. Think about the people saying global passives are good in HSR. Think about the people saying Miasma's good in ZZZ. Think about the people saying Lunar Charge, Anefa, Lunar Bloom, all of that stuff is good in Genshin Impact. Those aren't Hoyo shills. Those are people trying to sabotage the game. And the real ones, they provide the critique, right? So in this vein, in this explanation, Mr. Smack, all you've done is reinforce your position as one of the premier Kurobots. I hope you recognize this, brother.
There's nothing to do. I still think replay value in its essence is ass. The 1,000 of the shit ways.
Look at this, bro. He's talking about all the ways he wants more people playing the game. He's talking about all the things that could change so that more people would play the game more. Isn't that the most Kurobot thing you've ever heard?
His mode is still booty cheeks. Now, I want you guys to pay close attention to Saint's facial expressions as I'm listing these things off. Bro's eye is twitching, all right?
Oh, yeah?
You've already seen a little bit of evidence right there that he is the #1 Kurobot.
This guy knew I was going to react to this. He knew I was going to react to this. Oh, he thought he had it airtight. He was like, Your Honor, the defense that I presented is absolutely impenetrable. Yep. There's absolutely no way somebody's gonna be able to poke a hole in this one. Well, looks like that plan didn't work out there, did it, bucko? Get rotated.
You already seen a little bit of evidence there. But the reality of the situation is, to be the #1 Kurobot, you can't just play offense, baby.
Oh, yeah?
No, you gotta put in that real work. You gotta play offense, defense, and you gotta do some side quests.
Oh, yeah? Oh, don't worry. We'll talk about your resume in a second, bucko. I feel like you're about to get into mine.
And Saint does all of them better than anybody else, uncontested.
Smack, I'm gonna be real with you for a second. You'd be talking about offense, defense, all that good stuff. Brother, I ain't never seen a player playing both sides of the court like you've been playing for Forlova. Bros out here is like, oh, we got a genocidal maniac who's gone ahead and ruined civilizations over hundreds of years. This is why she's actually the hero in this story. It's, you know, it's kind of what's going on, right? You kind of doing the same thing, but it's just with the story.
Let's get into it. First of all, Saints offense is impeccable. It reminds me of Stephen Curry, brother. He shoots from anywhere. He's not only going to glaze the shit I glaze, he's going to glaze more than that. In fact, he just uploaded a video recently talking about the 2.5 QOL is absolutely unreal.
First things first, okay? It's actually really good QOL, okay? This is actually a game-changing thing, all right? This is one of the best QOL updates the game has ever had, and no one saw this one coming. It's so good because it was like you thought they had already fixed everything in the game. You thought that there wasn't anything left to make quality of life 4, but they managed to find it. They managed to do it. That alone, it's like you know how, like, when you have, like, a jar of pasta sauce, right? And you cooking it. And you pour it into the pot to start boiling it, or get it to temperature, right? And there's, like, that little bit left at the bottom. Most developers would throw it away. Kuro Games, like, filled it up a little bit with water, closed the lid, shook it up, and then poured the rest inside. That's what this quality of life feels like. Getting that last little bit out of the jar and then pouring it inside so that we get everything. That is what this QOL felt like.
Only Saint, guys, all right? Only Saint gonna get on the internet, talk about some QOL being unreal. Ain't nobody else doing that, bro.
You know what, Smack? Let's take a look at your background for a second, okay? When it comes to Wuthering Waves.
Breaking! Kuro leaked cinema again! Official Augusta and Yuno.
And you literally come in yourself on the thumbnail. You associating your O face with this game. And you calling me out? Come on, brother.
You know what I'm saying? He glazes not just storytelling, but all facets of Wuthering Waves. In any kind of criticism he provides, criticism is the most girly soft punch shit I've ever seen.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay,
ladies and gentlemen, it seems we've got a little bit of a hiccup in the road here, just a little bit of a bump in the road. It seems that the TOA has put a buff in that seems to be tailored to who they're promoting, and it's kind of stinky. But I have faith, oh yes, I have faith that Kudo Games will remedy this. It will not affect power creep in the slightest decibel, and so it's not worth, you know, freaking out about. Let's just provide our criticism and move forward. All right, now I'm gonna title this Kudo Games Messed Up, and that's gonna be one added to my resume that I did in fact criticize my favorite gacha game.
All right, so I don't want to say he's necessarily entirely 100% discorrect or incorrect, but guys, this is my latest critique video. Let's just play part of it, man. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is time for us today to start dispelling some of the myths that I'm just an individual that's there only to compliment Kuro Games. Dispel the myths that I'm only here to glaze them, that I'll never critique them in any way possible. Because 5 days ago, I've done it before. You can just look at my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna do it again. Because holy moly, I don't know what these devs have decided to do, but it appears that common sense has unfortunately avoided them today. Literally the same? Are you guys on crack? What do you mean literally the same? This is what I would do for HSR devs. This is what I would do for ZZZ devs. This is what I would do for Genshin devs. It's the same photo. So let's just be honest over here, okay? If you want to cherry pick evidence, Mr. Smack, I could do the same as well.
That's St. Tontas, boys, all right? But it doesn't stop there. Like I said, that's not all. If all you're doing is glazing Wuthering Waves,
oh, yeah?
You don't deserve the '1 spot. You know what you gotta do on top of that? You gotta play that motherfucking defense. And St. Tontas, brother, you got Detroit Piston defense, the 04-05 team that
This is actually Saint from the future in the middle of the Gotcha Smack React. I'm actually going to ask my editor to re-upload the video because of some news that we just got. Wuthering Waves had its monthly revenue report actually come in, and who do we see on the front lines defending the game? Mr. Gotcha Smack. This is the same dude saying, I'm the one playing 0-4 Pistons defense, that I'm the one going on side quests. This motherfucker's going for 100% completion. He's going for the platinum trophy. I told y'all he was about to do this. I told y'all the story changed his life. Here be the proof, motherfuckers.
I went to the finals and won the championship. I'm talking Chauncey Billups, Ben Wallace, Tayshaun Prince. Where my hoopers at? Y'all know what team I'm talking about. That's St. Tonte's defense. You know what all content creators that criticize Wuthering Waves have in common? St. Goddamn Tonte's reaction, brother. He ain't about to let nobody defend, or I'm sorry, critique his favorite game without his observation.
Okay, this is my admission when it comes to something like this, okay? It is, if I were to watch a video and it actively is just incorrect about what's going on in the game, because Wuthering Waves is the game that I'm the most knowledgeable about, it's like a free vid. It's free content. This is like asking, like imagine if your job, right, is to take pictures of stupid things happening in the real world and make money off of it. Imagine you're on the news. You work for the news. And the thing is that, well, this is like getting mad at the news person for filming a car crash or the aftermath of a car crash. You can't just get mad at me for, like, using my expertise and then, like, doing my job, right? It's kind of like my thing. It's what puts bread on the table, my man.
No, hold on now, ladies and gentlemen. Seems Gotcha Smack here thinks that our $100 price points are unreasonable. Well, I dare say that Genshin Impact has the same price points. That would make it just fine. The defense.
Okay, Smack. Let's recall, you are the same person that is on the record saying that a gacha game story changed your life. All right, you had a revelation from playing a story quest. Let's tone it back a little bit, okay? Let's not just ignore that fact. Let's not just ignore that fact as we get into our own hypothetical situations over here, okay? This is like you committing the gravest offense possible, right? And then now you're going ahead and you're like, oh, look at this guy. He has like 1 count of robbery, 1 count of like arson. Oh, you know, he stole a vehicle. He's got Grand Theft Auto. You're the guy that's going to jail for like 100 years. I'm the guy that's going to jail for like 10. Let's not mince words over here. The severity of what you said is much higher.
Defense is crazy, but your offense going off on that, you don't just glaze Wuthering Waves. You then say, all right, the offense is secure here, but I want to drop 50 points. I'm about to go attack the shit out of these Hoyo shields and these goddamn Hoyo gangs. Brother, nobody else in the entirety of the space goes hard as St. Tontes goes for Wuthering Waves. You are the real MVP, brother. You are the goddamn Lich King or the Kurobots.
And there must always be a Lich King. You're correct. But in this situation, I am Arthas, and you are Bolvar, my friend. You are Bolvar. I hope you understand that. There must always be a Lich King. And I think I have abdicated the throne, my friend.
Your defense is great, your offense is great, and then you even do a little side quest. And now, I dare say you've given Tectone a run for his money, brother. You might just be the undisputed, most hated target for the Hoyo shields. My God, the amount of times these people come to my fucking videos asking me to say something about you. Holy shit, was that a bee? Boy, hell no, brother. Hold on, man. Hold on.
That was a Hoyo shield. Nah, the Hoyo shields be after you now. They heard all that for Lova glazing, and they sent their assassins. I'm glad you were able to thwart the first attack. I'm just surprised it happened on video. Glad you caught it.
Shit, man, black people don't do well with these goddamn bugs. Back what I was saying.
They know your weakness.
I dare say they got a hate boner for your ass, bro. And you know why they do? Because you are the #1 Kurobot, all right? You are the Detroit Pistons on defense, and you are the Steph Curry on offense. These bugs is getting out of goddamn control, boy.
All right, Smack, if we're going to talk about Hoyo shills hating CCs, let's get down to brass tacks over here, okay, bucko? Let me just look up one name. And this name might give you a little bit of PTSD just based off of your past experiences with this community. Finon. Hey, let's check it out. The Finon trailer, every HSR player is hyping. Hey, what's the dislike ratio on this bad boy?
Well.
That's kind of high. That's kind of high. But I thought I was the one hated by Hoyo shills. I thought I was the one hated by Hoyo shills. Why'd you dislike it? It was for a thumbnail. But then I just kept it there because I was like, why don't I join the majority here? Yeah, that's how it happens when they vote for laws in my city. So like, why don't I just do it for YouTube videos too? Yeah. So getting hated by Hoyo shills, gotcha, Smack. I'ma be honest. I think you doing that one better than me. I think they hate you more than me. And if being hated by Hoyo shills is a qualification to being the #1 Kurobot, that's a lot of hate.
What I'm trying to say here, though, is nobody comes close to your ass out here slorp glorping, all right? The sloppy tops, the spit on that thing, that is you, my boy.
Do you think any of his neighbors saw him do that? And now they thinking some shit? You gotta think about it this way, chat. Bro was willing to go outside, do and say all these crazy ass things, spit all that thing in public view. How do you describe dedication like that? Dedication to the game, other than being the actual #1 Kurobot. Bro spitting on that thing in public, on the street, next to where he lives, with people he knows. If that's not true Kurobotism, I don't know.
Get it twisted, all right? Now, it's hot out here. I was trying to make it to the goddamn 8-minute mark. You know what? We're gonna make it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn back around. Should have brought the goddamn bug spray. No, seriously though, all jokes aside, like I said, I was gonna roast him, man, but hey, Saint, I respect your grind. I think you're one of the most hardworking content creators in the entirety of the space.
Appreciate it, brother.
That. I think the success you've already accrued was not given to you easily. It was given to you by constant day in and day out grind. People can say what they want about you, but what they can't say is that you don't put in the work every single day, consistently, uploading the exact amount of videos every single day. That shit takes dedication, it takes perseverance, and it takes concentration.
Hey, appreciate the glaze, brother. From one Kurobot to the other, the #2 Kurobot, me, greatly appreciates the words from his new mentor.
And for that, you have my respect. But do not ever in your goddamn life fix your lips to tell me that I'm the new #1 Kurobot, buddy, all right? How many goddamn creators have I cooked for criticizing Woo-Wah? 0.
Hey, Smack. Somebody about to upload a video saying that Furlova is a poo-poo head. You about to hop on that. I guarantee it. You gonna be up in there like swimwear. Let's not play. Let's not play. He gonna call Furlova a poo-poo head. You're gonna be out there on the front lines. Pitchfork, lance, sword, gun, bow, rifle, the entire arsenal ready to go. And I'm waiting for it. It's gonna happen.
All right. How many creators have I attacked for playing Zenless Zone 0, Genshin Impact, HSR? 0.
Hey, Hey, let's be fair. I don't think I've attacked anybody for playing a game. I don't think I have. Name me one time I've attacked somebody for playing a game. Tuhu? Guys, we attacked Tuhu for bragging about how much he played games. Made fun of? Maybe. Vars? We didn't attack Vars for playing games. That ain't how it is. Y'all got bad examples. This ain't the one.
Hey, man, get off my damn camera. See, and here's the thing. Nobody else has been as consistent as you have with all of these attributes, and they all point towards that crown of Woo-Wah good, everything else bad.
Well, think about it this way, Smack. You see me glazing the story? Maybe a little bit. I said it was alright. I uploaded a playthrough, but it's not like I'm out here saying it's God's gift to gacha gaming, that it pulls all other gacha stories to shame, that it is the one pivotal moment that has defined the rest of my gacha career. I guess we'll just have to accept that maybe we are sharing the #1 Kurobot title. Maybe this is something that we'll see formulate across the next few months. Because I estimate that the Wuthering Waves story is only going to get better and better. And bro's positioning is only going to get higher and higher. We'll see. We'll see. That'll be that. Hopefully, this fun little overview, this fun little jab back and forth, this dual joint roast session. I don't actually care who won or who lost in this scenario. Like we said before, this is just two dudes being dudes, just some guys being guides, goofing around, having some fun, poking a little bit of fun. Of course, we've got some nuggets of truth hidden in the things that we're saying, but at the end of the day, right, it's not actually a big deal. There's no actual beef. And of course, right, all the comments that Smack said about me, the hard work, the effort, the dedication, I think some of y'all might forget that this dude has too many versions of him. Yes, he's got 2 Smack Juniors, as well as, I think, girlfriend, maybe wife. I'm not super sure, but he's got offspring. And that's a bit of a debuff, I'm gonna be honest. In fact, the girlfriend and wife in content creation is also probably a debuff too. So brother is also putting in the grind. So yeah, salutations on both sides. Good vibes on both sides. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this overview or whatever the fuck this was. I'll see y'all later. Peace.